everyone, welcome back again to my channel. If you're new to my channel, please don't forget to subscribe and share my videos. In this video I'll be showing you how to draft the off shoulder blouse. Me now it's all about off shoulder because I love off shoulder bustier. So what I'll be using today is my tape measure, my ruler, my cuff, my pen and my ink pen and my scissors that I'll be using. So let's get down to it. The thing you do here, I have two pattern paper. So one is for the front panel and one is for the back panel. So first of all, I will deal with the front panel. So this is the front panel. The first thing you do here is take half an inch from here and roll it out. Now the next thing I'm going to do here is to take my neck width. The normal neck width for every human being is 3 inches. So yeah, I'll go here by 3 inches and I'll go down by 3 inches. Then I'll connect the dots. Now the next thing for me to put in is my shoulder to shoulder measurement. So here, from this spot here, my shoulder to shoulder measurement, half of it is 6.5 plus half an inch for shoulder allowance, give me 7 inches. But I won't be needing that. I'm just using the different formula for this off shoulder, because off shoulder there are different ways you can cut it, easier way, but this is the easier version. This is 7 inches for my shoulder width. So now I'll come down in by 1 inch. So I'll connect this dot from here. That will create a shoulder slope. Next thing for me to do is to put in my armhole measurement. Half of my armhole is 7.5 inches. So I'll take my tape measure, I'll take it like this, I'll put 7.5 inches, I'll connect the dots. Then I'll look for the midpoint of this armhole. Midpoint here is 3.8 because I divide 7.5 by 2. So what I have here is 3.8 here. So this is the midpoint. So now the next thing I will do here, I'll rule out the midpoint like this. I'll roll it out. So at this midpoint, I'll come up by half an inch. I'll roll it out as well. I'll tell you the reason why I need that half an inch. I've done this. The next thing for me to do is to put in my straight measurements. For this midpoint, I'll tell you the reason why I need this later on the tutorial. So from here, from my shoulder here, I'll start putting in my straight measurement, which is also called your vertical measurement. But I prefer to use the simpler English for a beginner to understand. So now we'll put on the straight measurement. From my shoulder to my bust is 9 inches. So I'm going to add half an inch to it, making it 9.5. So here is 9.5. Then from my shoulder to my under bust is 12 inches plus half an inch for ease of movement is 12.5. So I'll mark it that. Then from my shoulder to my waist is 15 inches plus half an inch. I'll mark it out, 15 inches. Then the length of the blouse is 19 inches. So now that I've gotten all the lines, I'm going to rule out a horizontal line, also called your round lines. I'll rule it out this way, like this. I've drawn out the horizontal line. You can also call the round measurement line. So at this point where my armhole ends, I'm going to draw out a line as well, a straight line here, like so. Now I've drawn out all my lines. So the next thing I'm going to do, I'm going to name this line. So this line is my chest line. You can also call it bust line or bust line, but I prefer to use chest line. Then the second one is my bust point line. Then this one is my under bust. Then this one, this line here is my waistline. Then this line here is the length of my blouse, so I have to do this so I won't get confused. So now this line here will serve as my shoulder, so I'm going to roll out a straight line here as well. This line here is called my shoulder line, and this line here is called my shoulder allowance to tidy up the shoulder edges. So now that I've gotten my straight measurement, I'm going to cut this off because I'm doing this as an easier version for a beginner. Now I don't need this top anymore. You see, in off shoulder, everybody body structure is different, so the midpoint of your armhole, that's where your off shoulder have to start from. So I'm going to cut this place out because I won't be needing this part anymore. If this is on your fabric, you can also use this to tidy up your edges. It's not a waste material. I'll just trim this part off because I won't be needing this part anymore. I'll trim this part off. Now I'm trimming this top part off. So the next thing I will do, I'll start putting my round measurement. So at this point, the first thing I'm going to put here now is my nipple to nipple measurement. My nipple to nipple measurement is 7 inches, plus divide by 2, I get 3.5, plus half an inch of sewing allowance, I get 4 inches. So I'll go to my shoulder, stop my shoulder. From here I'll put 4 inches like this. Yeah, I'm going to put 4 inches on this side, on this side, on this side, on this side, on this side. Connect the lines. I've connected my nipple to nipple lines from my length of my blouse to my shoulder. The next thing, I'll start taking out the allowances. So at my shoulder here, I'll take 1 inch. 1 inch. I'll go up here, go take 1 inch. Then on my chest line, I'm going to draw the 1 inch here. I'll come up on my bust point line, I'll come up by 1 inch here. So I'll stop here. Then I'm going to connect this dot here to this dot. So now that I've taken 1 inch here, so the next thing I'll do here, I will now put in my half of my shoulder. Half of my shoulder is 7.5 inches. So I'll go here like this. This is 7.5 inches. I'll mark it. Then I take 1 inch here. You need to put it back. So I'll take this 1 inch. I'll put it back as well. 1 inch. Yeah. Then the next thing I'm going to do here, I'm now going to create a new armhole like so. I'm now drawing a new armhole line like this here. So I won't be needing this anymore. I don't need this anymore. It's cancelled out now. So on my chest line, I also call it your bust line, I'm going to put in the round measurements of my bust point line on my chest line. That's what I prefer to do nowadays. So my round bust point measurement is 8.3 inches. So I'll go to this my chest line or my bust line. It's 8.3 inches here. Then I'll add 2 inches to it for ease of movement. Maybe I'm going to cut through here, so I'm going to add half an inch to it. So now the next thing I'm going to do here, I'm going to create a new armhole from here like this. I just place it like this, and I'll create a new armhole like this. I'll connect a curve from here to here. So now we've got our new armhole like so. So now the upper part is done. Then I'll now go to the remember is the bust point measurement I put here. So to be on the safer side, so I won't get too confused, I'll come down here. Remember the same measurement I use. So the next thing I'm going to do here, I'll now go to my under bust. At my bust point here, I'll come down by 1 inch, because this helps to release fraction. You don't want tightness here. This place has to be curvy, so I'll just create a curve quickly here, like so. So on my under bust, I'll take 1 inch on both sides like this, 1 inch here. Then I'll go to that side, I'll take 1 inch. Then I'll take this my curve ruler, I'll create a curve here like so, to have that curvy shape. Our body is curvy. So now that I've created my dart allowance for my under bust, then the next thing here, I'll go to my waist. I'll also take 1 inch on both sides, 1 inch and 1 inch. You can make yours half an inch, depend on you, but I try to have, I like bustier blast for myself. So the next time I just connect the dot from here to this, like this. Now on the length of the blouse, you can come up by 2 inches if you want to, or 1 inch if you want to. So I'll try to come up by 2 inches. So I just create a curve here to meet this spot here like this. So now that is done. So now I'll now put in the round measurement for my under bust, for my waist, and for the length of the blouse. Now that I've settled my bust point and my bust line, or you can call it your chest line, so the next thing I will do here is to put in my round measurement for my under bust. So I'll take my tape measure like this. My round measurement for my under bust is 6.5. So yeah, I'll go like this. I'll put 6.5. Remember here I took 1 inch, so I'll put back the 2 inches back. Then I'll add, it's always safer to have extra allowance for your fabric. In case there's any mistake, you can always trim it off or adjust it. So to be on the safer side, I'm going to add 1.5 inch to it. Then I'll connect this dot here to this dot, like so. So now the next thing I will do here is I'll go to my waistline. My round measurement of my waistline is 6.3. So I'll go here like this. I have 6.3 here. Then remember I took 1 inch on both sides. That's 2 inches. Take 2 inches like this. Then I have to add 1.5 inches for sewing allowance. 1.5 inch for sewing allowance here like this. I'll connect the dot from there to there. So I'll now bring out the length of the blouse like so, like this. You can either make it curvy. It totally depends on the design you are aiming for. You can come up by 1 inch here, then you create a curve like so. Create a curve like this. So it totally depends on the design you want on your length of the blouse at the top. So this is basically how to draft your off shoulder. This one is the easier version for a beginner to understand. So the next thing I'm going to show you in the next panel, that's the back panel, is how to draft the back panel. This is the front panel. So I always take my time to explain my tutorial how the front panel is, because my tutorial is all about beginner sewing. So If you like this video, please don't forget to subscribe and share my videos. And then, one peace, one love, and stay safe. Bye.